A dark force grows beneath this world, and if not dealt with carefully, the entire world as he knows it may change. A great evil brews, something in the likes of which we have never seen. A great force, a terrible force, something immensely tainted. But as the intro narrator of this series, I know exactly how he's going to deal with this threat. It says right here, he's going to, use, stars covered in honey? What the fuck?
I believe Terraria has a lot more potential. You have a game like Minecraft, you see how all the people play it in Minecraft Hardcore, and it's a very similar game to Terraria, only people usually ignore the more Minecrafty parts of Terraria and really just focus on boss progression, which leads certain items and certain things you could do in the game undone. So I created a series where I do more with Terraria, take longer to beat it, do cool things, and get experimental. And with bosses and invasions the most, that is the best time to see what other things Terraria can do. So I made it a rule in this series, every time I fight a boss, I have to do it in a unique way, which kind of has been torture to myself, trying to figure out these ideas on how to do it. And I've really been struggling with how to figure out how to kill the wall of flesh. It seemed like anything I would do would just be really stupid, or it would be extremely inconvenient. It felt like any good way of killing him had already been discovered, and that the wall of flesh was fully explored in Terraria. But I came up with a way to kill him in a unique way that I think is going to be peak. So today, we're going to kill the wall of flesh, we're going to go into hard mode, and I'm going to do some experimenting in hard mode as well. If we can get there, I don't know. So let's get into it. How am I going to do it? This guy right here is going to be the wall of flesh, our wall of flesh test dummy. So to beat this dude, we're going to use the star cannon, and if you just take a look, you know, it does some massive damage. It can hit for a lot. But look at this here. If you stand directly beneath it, each star hits 3 times compared to, you know, just 1 time. So you can triple the damage if you stand beneath him. You know, insanely good. Goes from this to so that's insanely good. We could kill him that way, but I mean there are problems. Like how do we sit beneath him? Because, you know, his eye would be right here. Like how do I go beneath him? How do I go above him? So we definitely have stuff we still need to figure out if we want this to work. But then if we come over here, there was another thing I noticed, which has a lot to do with the title and stuff. When a star is in honey, because it's moving so slowly, it does double damage. This is the speed of stars, and then if you put them in honey, bro. So because they go in honey, they hit a target twice. So you can double whatever damage you're doing at any given time if you shoot it at a mob in honey. As you can see up here, it takes 2 hits to kill the dude. Always. But here, it takes 1 shot. Literally doubles all damage. So, if we're tripling the damage by sitting under him, but then he's also in honey, that triple damage will get doubled, and each star is actually worth 6 stars total. Each single shot.
Even if it means sacrificing my own mind and soul, it's worth it.
Yeah, so we can kill this dude really quick, hopefully, but depending on how long it takes is how long or how big we have to make the box. If it takes a while to kill this dude, we have to flood a good chunk of hell, like a good chunk. But according to my calculations, right, I decided to go in a world and I used the super shooter and just shot it up at the wall of flesh, just so I can take a gander at how much damage maybe we're looking at here. This is a super shooter, so it does more damage than the star cannon. And I didn't even bother killing the wall of flesh fully. I don't want to spoil this for myself. I want to like come up with this strategy on the go, you know? But according to my calculations, I think a box around this size could work for the fight. Only if we want to kill him in that time frame, we need hella damage. Hella. And luckily, I'm in this beautiful, amazing space biome with a bunch of fishing planets last episode. And I can fish up crimson fish and corruption fish that give you some of the best damage potions in the game. 10% critical strike and 10% damage potions. And the reason I'm acting like that's a big deal, I don't know if it's just me, guys, but I just don't make potions, bro. Like, I'm an OG Terrarian, bro. I'm not used to fishing and making these high damage potions. Like, bro, I'm a dude who never used his potions. Never used them in the past, you know? I just use them based on what I find, but I've never even made, like, a potion farm either. So this to me was crazy, bro. This was like a caveman discovering fire. But, we're gonna need a decent amount of these potions, you know? And right now I only have, like, 6 bait. So I came up with an idea, a potential idea of how to get bait easier in Terraria, and I thought it was pretty cool. First of all, to actually make this thing, I need a bunch of money. And right now, the meatball farm used to be my highest source of income. But to make that work, I need mannequins placed across like my entire world every 30 blocks. And I don't want my space biome to look ugly, so I decided to just disable the farm. And it's completely out of commission, and I don't think we're going to be using it anymore. It was like a fun project, but we got to find a way to get money a different way. I think right now my best source of income is going to be my vertebrae farm. You basically set up here and you can AFK for vertebrae, which you can use to make the Brain of Cthulhu summons. And killing him is pretty easy, and you get roughly like 20 gold per kill, maybe. So it's not bad. That's basically how I'm going to get the money for this. Also, I started using turrets in this fight, and it made it a lot easier. Like, he can't actually hit you at all in a second phase if you have turrets. Of course, you don't get turrets until freaking after you beat him. That's when the Tavern Keeper spawns in the world. But also, snowball cannons work great in this dude. I just realized, like, it's too bad we never used them on him. I just skipped him. But they work really good. And yeah, killing him's easy. I got a whole bunch of money. And now I can show you this farm design that I have in mind. So my idea is the best way to get bait in Terraria is going to be these jungle bushes. We all know. You break them, a couple bugs and ugly critters come out of it, and if you capture them up, dude, they can be really good. So I was thinking, what if we just made a giant platform, a huge amount of platforms, and then we hooked all of them up to actuators, and then we put it on a timer, and the blocks would just turn off and on, off and on, off and on, and if any plants grow, instantly they will be broken. And then bugs will come out, and I can just AFK pick them up. That was the idea. Buying actuators isn't cheap, by the way, so that's why this farm costs money. But yeah, I just placed a bunch of jungle crap in a pretty big square. I accidentally made it way bigger than I meant to. Look how much is growing. I didn't know I did that much. That's crazy. And then I went ahead and hooked it all up, not using the grand design because I've been getting spammed in the comments. People tell me to use this freaking thing. I just don't like it, okay? I hate it. And I'm not used to, I don't know how to use it either. I hook it up the slow way, and it freaking works. This method works for bait, bro. I thought maybe it wouldn't work. I thought maybe there was a mechanic in the game that like prevented you from doing this somehow. But no. You would think if a bush is off your screen when it breaks, that no mob would come out of it because it's off your screen. It's far away from the player. If it breaks, why would any mobs come out of it, you know? But even the bushes at the top of the farm, bugs would come out of. So I was like, oh, okay, like freaking perfect. But there were 2 problems with the farm. One, dudes were getting out of the farm. They were like leaking out the sides. I don't know how, but they just were. So I moved back the walls, but it just keeps happening. It just happens. So it's like whatever. I don't know. I don't care. But the other problem is that some of the bugs would hit the hostile mobs and be killed. So I placed a peace candle and made NPC houses here to decrease hostile spawns. And then I also put some turrets in there from the old one's army. And yeah. Boom. Farm's perfect. And from just waiting a singular day, so about 10 to 15 minutes, this is what we were working with. 7 buggies, 33 sluggies, really good, and 115 grubby, which, bro, these names are so stupid. Can we talk about stupid? Look, bro, I felt stupid saying grubby. These names are so stupid. Anyway, with that stuff done, I can now sit in my Crimson Planet and fish, sit in my Corruption Planet and fish, sit at my Gnome Farm and fish in the jungle, and I was able to make Rage Potions, Wrath Potions, and ammo reservation potions. The ammo reservation potions are actually extremely important. Those are kind of key, because without them, we're going to run out of stars extremely quick. We do have 900 from just being in this world a really long time and working in space a lot. But dude, like, I'm going to have to do a lot of testing, and if I didn't have this potion active all the time, we would run out of stuff way quicker. So that's a W. Now, the last thing we have to fish up is the infinite honey bucket. We have to do an angler quest for the dude, and he'll give it to us. So I put him by the ocean because he gives you better rewards when he's there, and he's happier. I didn't give him a good house, you know. I mean, global warming, bro, the water levels are rising. I wasn't going to make a nice house near the edge of the ocean. You know what I'm saying? to get the honey bucket, the angler has to give us the trade for the actual item. And that's just like a random thing that'll happen. So there's no guarantee that I'll get it within like the next few days or nothing. So I did some angler quests, but he never gave it to me right away. So I decided I'm just gonna go on with this project using normal buckets of honey. Now, little did I know, the infinite honey bucket isn't just infinite honey. It also places the honey twice as fast. So doing this was gonna be extremely detrimental to how long this would take to do. But, I mean, I'm just gonna cut the video. Y'all ain't gonna see me place all the honey, so it's fine for you, but for me, it was painful. Anyways, this is the box we're working with. I already got it started off camera before. And the plan is, right, I put 2 walls, one above and one below, and hopefully he just slightly gets funneled and then just goes right into the box. That's the plan. The box really isn't that big either, so if this can work and kill him pretty much instantly, not only is that going to be amazing for killing him, but also for farming him every single time we kill him. It won't even take a big space, dude. It'll be within like, I think like 20 seconds or less, like 15 seconds or something with this size. But yeah, needing to do a million, gazillion bits of damage to kill him that quick, it gave me the idea. Of course, stars do more damage because they're moving slower. They hit a target more times. So I was thinking, if we reforge the star cannon to sluggish, which decreases the speed at which the stars move, I'm pretty sure, maybe the stars would hit enemies a 3rd time per shot. But when I tested this, it wasn't the case. So then instead, I started reforging the star cannon. I once again had to go and kill a bunch of brains to get money for this. It's really not like the fastest method of getting money in the world, but it's not bad. I was able to get like 3 platinum and start reforging this thing. And eventually, we got Unreal, the best enchantment. But that gave me the idea, what if the stars are moving too quick now where they don't hit a target twice anymore? And I tested it, and it only hit the pig round once. It doesn't! Oh my gosh. But then I tested it again, and it hit twice. And then I tested it again, and it hit twice again. And I tested it again, and it hit twice again. So I don't know, maybe that was just a fluke. But yeah, our star cannon shoots quicker now. Hopefully it still hits 2 times every shot. It should. But yeah, let's get into this actual strategy and doing it. The main problem we have right now is there's a mechanic in the game where the wall of flesh will try to take up as much space as possible. There was once this viral video back in the day where someone removed the entire world, and they showed how long the wall of flesh stretches out when there's no blocks above him. He literally will try to take up the entire world space. His eyes move so far apart, bro. That's just in his AI. It's not his fault, bro. It's genetic. But that creates a problem. If we want to shoot down on top of him, he's just gonna move his freaking eye inside of me. Like, he's just gonna I can't stand above him, because anytime there's space above him that's not taken up by blocks, he'll move into it. So it's actually impossible to freaking sit above him or below him for more damage. You know, it kind of seems like maybe the game devs thought of this, or maybe by accident they kind of created a way that prevents the star cannon strategy. But I'm a genius, okay? I'm kidding, guys. People get mad when I say that, bro. I'm totally kidding. I'm really not kidding, though. But I had the idea, though. He tries to avoid all blocks possible and takes up open space. Do platforms count as blocks? That's what I was thinking. So I was like, okay, if we just place a bunch of platforms, right, above the box, maybe he'll just not try to go inside of them, and then I can stand up there and just shoot down at him. So once I added the platforms, I started filling up the box with honey so we could get to our first test. It was taking an insanely long amount of time. I had to go into an alternate world, use my slime out above water, and then put my mug on my mouse so I could AFK drain the ocean, my bad. And then of course I would shimmer those buckets into honey. And it was taking so long, so for now, just in the name of testing and saving time, I just put a wall up and filled up a small section with honey, so we could see if the wall flesh would actually go into the platforms or not. Alright, so he gets funneled in, we walk on this. And then the hungry are gonna attack us and destroy us. But, does he... Oh, I'm dead. I died instantly, but the strategy worked. However, during that small period, I actually buffed. I had an iron skin potion on, and all my accessories have warding on them, by the way. And I died literally instantly. And it's because of the hungry. These little things are so annoying, and they just pinch you if you try to stand above them. So yeah, we gotta deal with the hungry if we want to do this strategy. And luckily, I had a pretty decent idea. Explosive dynamite. If we just blow up all the hungry before he enters the box, maybe they would, you know, be gone. So I go ahead and I see if I can kill the hungry using explosives. I didn't even fill the arena with honey yet, but I tried the fight. And the explosives got the hungry low, but it didn't kill them, right? So I was like, okay, well, all we need is just more explosives. This time we'll have 2. I tried that. It didn't kill the hungry. So I was like, okay, if I add any more explosives to this like tunnel, I'm gonna end up blowing up the tunnel. But there are explosives in the game that don't blow up blocks, and they're called TNT barrels. TNT barrels can be activated using a dirt rod. If you place them on dirt, and then you grab the dirt under them using a dirt rod, you can make them blow up. So I was like, okay, look at me. I'll just place like 3 TNT barrels, grab the dirt beneath the barrel to try to blow them up, and bro, my timing was so off, it was impeccable. Every single one is still alive. Like, what was that even for, bro? Oh, what are we doing? And in these attempts, after I would fail to kill the hungry, I would still kind of like fight the wall flesh a little bit just for fun. So if you want to look at how much damage we're doing right now, a pretty decent amount, you know. But that brings up a little strategy aspect thing we're doing. What I also ended up doing within like these attempts of trying to kill the hungry is I also referred to all my accessories to either lucky or menacing for maximum damage. I wasn't sure which one was better. I assume menacing is better, but they're kind of the same thing, and it takes a lot of money to keep reforging until you get all menacing. I actually started killing queen bees for money because the Brain of Cthulhu killing was not keeping up for the demand I needed. Also, I ended up putting on the shark tooth necklace. This bad boy right here, dude, increases armor penetration by 5, which sounds like, oh, 5 extra damage, cool. No, not cool, amazing. Every single time a star hits, it will ignore 5 defense of the wall flesh. That is massive because we're shooting, like, each star will hit like 6 times. We're shooting 1,000,000 at once. Like, that adds up to thousands of damage potentially that we're getting extra. So anyways, this time I figure I can use the TNT barrel method again, but this time we're gonna place way more instead of 3. Like I'm an idiot. I don't know why I only placed 3 last time. So this time I placed about 20, and I'm like, okay, perfect. Like, this will kill the hungry. And bro, when I did this strategy, I don't even know if I killed a single hungry. Like, this is insane. Killing the hungry is hard, man. But if I don't kill them, I'm guaranteed to die. I tried one more time using normal dynamite this time. I figured maybe we just needed even more. I placed like 12. It did not kill the hungry, but I said screw it, and I said I'm gonna try this fight anyways. I buffed. The arena was full of honey. I was doing it. I was doing hella damage. And then I died. Them to all hit. Wait, I died. To a hungry. Bro, sitting above the wall flesh for damage is broken, but sitting above the wall flesh is impossible because of hungry. Now the real kicker, the real crazy thing is I realized in one of the fights that the hungry actually respawn. So even if we became successful at killing all the hungry before the fight starts, they would just respawn and kill me, like hit me as I'm sitting there. So yeah, huge flaw in the strategy, right? But I was sitting in my arena that was now filled with honey, and I was shooting stars, dude. You know, I was wasting ammo. I was bored. I was trying to think of ideas, and I just realized, like, oh my gosh, the stars in the honey, dude, they seem like they would do a lot of damage, even if I wasn't sitting above the wall flesh. Plus, the stars move so slow in the honey, it might be better if we're further away from the wall flesh anyways, when we're shooting. Because when we sat directly above him anyways, a lot of the stars were just missing. They would hit the first eye, and then he would just pass them, so the stars wouldn't hit any other part of him. So for this next fight, I figured, you know what, let's just ignore the hungry completely and try to stay far away from the wall flesh. This seems like a brilliant plan I came up with, but really it was me giving up on the hungry idea. I didn't know how to kill the hungry, so I was like, okay dude, like, maybe if we sit far away, just maybe this fight will work. So I went over and I threw the doll in, and I tried the fight again. So let's just get him weakened up. Alright. Oh, crap. Okay. I'm gonna just do some of this. I'm gonna get in the honey myself. Yup. Honey stars. Okay, okay. We'll start shooting them down right now. Oh, yeah. Look at that. It should hit multiple segments. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, bro. What? That really actually defiled him. Whatever that means. Wait, that was so good. That was so good. Oh my gosh. Wait, we're in hard mode now. Dude. No freaking way. It has been like 250 hours nearly. Or maybe 250 hours already. And we just got into hard mode. But what the heck is this, bro? Alright, so the fight was extremely successful, and it was random as heck. I'd been testing for like a couple hours, and then randomly I just tried it, and it worked. And it worked well. But the thing is, I didn't even do any sort of strategy. You can see at this part of the fight, when I'm aiming down and I'm far enough in front of him, the stars will line up perfectly and hit the most amount of segments. But for a lot of that fight, I was just shooting the star cannon randomly. I was shooting it directly at him, and I was shooting it at the Hungry too. Like, that wasn't even the most efficient way to kill him. Had I actually angled it correctly like I did later in the fight, I'm pretty sure we would have killed him way quicker even. So I wasn't done with this strategy. We were now in hard mode after 240 hours in this world, which was insane. The ideas in my head, the potential now that was unlocked in hard mode was going off in my brain. But I had to stay grounded. I wanted to master this strategy and create like the best way of killing him, see how quick I can actually do it before we forget about this whole strategy. That was definitely not as efficient as I could have done it. But oh my gosh, I'm in hard mode now, and I have to act like I'm not in freaking hard mode. This is amazing, dude. You guys don't understand. I have been waiting. I pretty much mastered everything I could in pre-hard mode. Like, we did the Old One's army. I even mastered goblin invasions. I made some fat builds, and there wasn't really much left for me in pre-hard mode. But hard mode literally is like a whole new game, bro. There's a whole new stuff, way more than in pre-hard mode. So it took me 240 hours in pre-hard mode. Hard mode's probably take me like, 550 hours, something crazy. I don't know. There's so much potential. But let's get back to the strategy. So the first thing I wanted to do was wear necro armor in my next fight against him. That way we get 10% extra critical strike. So immediately I go to do that, and this is how the fight went. It pretty much took the same amount of time or more to kill him, which doesn't make sense because the necro armor is just literally better. And I think it was because I wasn't hitting all of the stars once again. So to try to help me hit the stars more too, I decided if I placed more blocks at the bottom of this arena and I made it shorter, it would scrunch up the wall of flesh. Because right now, I kind of made a huge mistake with this arena. I made it massive, which not only took way more honey to make and longer to make, but also I do less damage because he's not scrunched up and I'm missing some of my shots. Like, some of the shots don't reach the bottom segment. So I went ahead and I placed a bunch of blocks to make it shorter. To do this, I used the diving helmet because honey drowns you, and getting out of honey and getting back in honey to like take a breath takes a very long time because you move so slow. So this is like the most valid use of the diving helmet I've ever seen. I did the fight one more time, but speaking of the diving helmet, I was wearing it in that fight, so yeah, we didn't kill him any quicker. So I went ahead and I tried this thing for one final attempt. I threw in the doll, I TP'd up, and immediately the Hungry were killing me. I did mine out a space above the arena to have more space. I had to stand kind of far back, but the damage was insane at this angle, even so, and I killed the wall of flesh in about 8 seconds. Alright, so now that we're in hard mode, I wanted to test my Honey Boulder arena on the pirate invasion, because I remember saying when I made that arena that once we get to hard mode, it's going to be even better, because Honey Boulders are, they guarantee whatever mob they're attacking will die. So if you put a harder mob in the Honey Boulders, you're going to see how good the Honey Boulders truly are. So I was thinking, okay, this should work on the pirate invasion. But I have been told by some people they don't think this arena is going to work on the pirates because, there's the Flying Dutchman, there's other flying enemies, and there's a bunch of bullets coming at you. So I really wanted to test it. I wanted to see if the arena holds up. I was a little concerned it wouldn't, but for the most part, I thought it would be insanely good. It would just wipe the floor with the pirates. So I had to get a pirate map, and I was looking for my Blood Moon summons. I checked all my chests, dude, and I couldn't find them freaking anywhere. Bro, at this point in the game, I kind of have stopped organizing a little bit. Like, I got chest on chest just placed on the ground. My piggy bank, my void bag, and my safe, none of them are organized. And speaking of my void bag, that's where my Blood Moon summons were, but I never found them. So instead, to get a bunch of enemies spawning in the ocean, well, first of all, to get the pirate map, you have to kill enemies in the ocean. So that's why I'm trying to increase the spawn rates of the ocean. So instead of using the Blood Moon, I was thinking we could just set up a Dungeon Defenders, Old One's Army event, and maybe these guys could drop a pirate map, but I didn't know if that was true or not. Let's see if they can drop the pirate map. Might as well see. Don't hurt nobody. Oh, I can't extend that out. I do not know this is gonna work for a pirate map, dude. Like, thinking about it, these guys don't drop anything. I don't know if the game's gonna allow them to drop something, but we'll see. If it works, we can use this method a lot. Here, let's get this gun on our hotbar. It's like our only long-range hard mode gun now. Alright, no pirate maps. It's probably like a 1 in 300 drop chance. I don't know, bro. It probably doesn't work. But, oh, it's a banner. It's a banner. Got me excited for a minute. You know, they need to make it so you can place banners during this fight. Run, Angler, run. Dude, how many do we have to kill for this map? Please, man. Please. No map yet? Yeah, I got a feeling this doesn't work. Whoa. I'm dead. I'm genuinely dead, bro. Ain't got no snowball launchers here. Oh! Oh, wait, I'm actually dead. I was kind of kidding. Kind of being exaggerative. Yep. So in hard mode, all mobs get slightly stronger. I'm not sure if these guys got any stronger, but I knew I was dying to them, at least. Without my snowball launchers and shimmer, it was kind of hard. So I took this opportunity to go fish up for the Toxicarp in the Corruption planet, which was one of the main reasons I even made this planet. It actually wasn't even for potions at first. It was just to look cool and to get the Toxicarp in hard mode. And luckily, I got it. Oh! Let's go. Yes! 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 Alright. So then I went back to the event to hopefully get a pirate map this time. Dude, I really don't think the strategy is going to work to get a map. Let's probably just get a water candle over here, but no. We have to push the limits. Am I right, guys? Bro, they're damaging the crystal! It's half HP. What the heck? Little buggers, dude. Are you kidding me? Nearly just destroyed my crystal. They're not even part of the event. Right, hurry up. Drop a map. This gun is better for bosses, I'm pretty sure, but it is not shabby here. Oh, my dude's getting killed. I wasn't paying attention to the right side. Oh my gosh, man. Bro. You shoot this Toxicarp down? Yeah, works pretty good. Vertical. Yup, spam the bubbles. Yup, wyverns are just gone. Yup. Oh my goodness, they are. It is so dark, I'm sorry, but yeah, they're dying if you couldn't tell. Alright, so I continued to do this, but I never ended up getting a pirate map from this method. It's weird, because pirate maps drop from enemies in the ocean biome. It doesn't even have to be ocean biome enemies either. So it was kind of unfortunate that this method didn't work. But I had a method that was even better in mind. What if we got a bunch of statue mobs, and we hooked that up to a timer, we just spawned these guys in and killed them? Because they're in the ocean, would they drop the pirate map? And the answer to that question was no. No, they do not. Alright, we probably have to just farm normally for the pirate map because, I mean, this method seems like it'd be better, but they're just not dropping it. The pirate map isn't that rare anyways. We can just kill normal mobs. Well, you know what? I did realize, like, the goblin armies are hard mode goblin armies, and I have a bunch of summons. So why don't we try the arena on hard mode goblins first? Oh, dude, it's crimson over here? Bro. Dude, my world is cooked. My world's beyond repair, honestly. Dude, it even looks kind of like crimsoned in the farm. Alright, turn this on. Spawn in a Jimmy. I think most of the goblins should die. Goblin army should be easy, right? Dude, it actually destroys them. I can't even tell that it's a hard mode at all. I'm pretty sure they have more HP. Pretty sure. But a goblin warlock should spawn any second. Whoa, Wraith. Jeez. He got propelled by a boulder at me, I think. Wait, it was defeated? What about the hard mode guy? There's supposed to be a hard mode mob. Bro, it's supposed to be a hard mode mob, like, guaranteed to spawn. I mean, let's just try again. Like, what? It just doesn't make sense. Oh, it spawned. I hear it. Oh, yeah, there it is. Oh my gosh, it's gonna get hit by the boulders. Nope. Ow. Dude, boulders. Dude, it needs to get hit by those boulders. It needs to get in them honey boulders. I'm buffing. No, go beneath the table, you idiot. It does a lot of damage. Bro, what? What is it even shooting at me? It's walking. It knows how to walk on tables. He ain't like the others. Oh my, bro, he's honey boulder proof, bro. He's not going beneath the boulder. He's up on the tree. Yeah, she's in the honey boulders. They don't do much damage to him. And it died. It dropped that peak weapon. This is a melee weapon. I will happily use this as my new best melee weapon. Can I get off the tree? So, seeing that the goblin armies were pretty easy to beat, I spawned one near the ocean so I could try to get a pirate map. And whoop-de-doo, what do you know? I got one pretty quick. Which kind of makes me even more salty. How can I get one from a goblin army, but not the old man's army? Like, why? Or statues, you know? It's like, I think you should be able to. They're around the same level of difficulty. But once I got one, I wanted to test the pirate invasion in this arena finally. It's been very debated between people whether or not this arena is going to work versus them. So it's time to see. All right, by the way, if we're going to die at any point, we can just TP this NPC away above us and the invasion will stop coming. Here they come. Already got a parrot. They run fast. Oh, don't jump on the table. You little rat. They are very fast. They sprint. Look at them sprinting. Maybe we need more boulders. Like going at different times. Oh, a dude with a gun, bro. Yup, the captain. Whoa! He just killed me. Alright. Very interesting. I think we could change our arena slightly to be good for them. Look out. They know how to tank hits, though. Alright, here's what I'm thinking, boys. I'm probably just dead. I'm dead. I'm genuinely dead. Oh! My gosh. Two hits from a parrot, basically. Only at 20%. Alright, I'm gonna try to turn off the thing. Oh, a captain's here. I gotta turn it off. I gotta turn it off. I turned it off. I turned it off. Invasion's gone. Wait, why is it still here? My NPC is gone. I died? Oh my gosh, dude, I just realized. That's crazy. Guys, look, ready? We have new NPCs above the arena. I forgot. So we can't, her on and off switch doesn't work anymore. And a captain's just right outside my thing. No, we're cooked. We're actually absolutely cooked. Alright, if we can just get blocks on the hotbar. Kill some kids. Come on, dude. Come on. You're a single dude. You shouldn't be tanking like this. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Alright. The plan is to build here. Alright. And then I want to break the tables below. Alright, I broke enough tables. No, but the kids up. Alright, look at it though. Look at it though. If we have no tables, and we... Oh, maybe we should carve out a spot in the mushroom to sit. This was a disaster. We need to adjust the arena to the pirates. I just dropped a platinum, dude. A platinum again. Oh my gosh. Wow. Whoa, man. I think it's happened before. Okay. Come on, bro. Every second, I'm being penetrated by goblin wizards, man. Another pirate map. Oh, we're out of NPC? Wait, what? Dude, somehow the arms dealer died in the desert. How? Oh! Yeah, so this is a cause for an emergency meeting. After killing goblins for about an hour at the beach while trying to collect pirate maps from them, I came back to my desert biome to use the pylon, and it was corrupted completely in an hour. Now, I don't know how the game works when it decides like how much biome spread to do, but because it's going so quick, I have a theory. Maybe because it calculates like how many hours I have on my character. Depending on how long I've been in the world, it'll increase the amount of biome spread or something. Because this just felt so unnatural. Like, I feel like the game must know I have 240 hours in my character, and maybe it thinks that the biome spread needs to be, like, higher, because I'm capable of dealing with it. Because, bro, I'm telling you, in an hour, does it really spread that much? I haven't even broken demon altars, which I know, like, either speeds it up or puts more of it in your world. So this was just crazy. But to fix my desert pylon issue, I bought a bunch of ale from the tavern keeper and shimmered it until I got sand. And using that sand, I was going to turn my bunny farm into a desert biome. And that's where we're just going to put the pylon. Right, so we're just going to go down here. Dude, there's freaking literal pumpkins. Forgot about that enemy. That's just a hard mode graveyard biome enemy? Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, dude. Hard mode is just impossible. Look how many herpes there are. And all my NPCs just in like one foul freaking attack. One foul swoop, dude. Come on. A wyvern spawned the second I came here. I was gonna... It's gonna kill all my NPCs. I was gonna stand in front of the background wall so it wouldn't spawn. How did it come from my right, bro? Who's outside laughing, bro? Little twerp. You know, back in the day, these guys used to be able to blow up terrain. Like, they were like creepers from Minecraft. Imagine that laugh, but he's blowing up your base. Like, that was an insane feature. Alright guys, what's up? So I changed some things in this arena. I fought the pirate invasion a few times, and there were some massive problems with the arena. Oh, it's raining slime, isn't it? Well, I guess we'll see if it works on them first of all. But yeah, so one of the main problems I had is the pirates, the floating dudes, birds if you will, they kept getting stuck in the trees. And that was a huge problem because without them dying, the game thought like, oh, he's not killing any of the enemies. Let's not spawn any more dudes. So the spawns were getting full. No more dudes were spawning and they were just stuck behind the trees, right? So I actuated the trees completely. They look ugly now because the front blocks are dark, but I mean, it's just kind of like a price we had to pay. And then as you can see, I carved out the mushroom completely, and this is where we're going to sit during these fights. I left this piece of unactuated block above my head because I'm hoping the ship goes above me, but I think it might just fly right into my freaking mushroom. So that's what these cannons are for. But anyways, I don't know how the ship's gonna work. I don't know if this is a bad setup for the pirate invasion, so we're just gonna spawn it in. Oh, bird! Bird, 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 bird. Oh wait, they don't even know how to come up because I hammered the blocks. Oh, here we go. Alright. Bro, the real test is gonna be the spaceship though. I mean, the flying ship. Does seem to be doing its thing, you know, the lava definitely helps. Oh wait, another bird, another bird. Oh, it one taps the birds, that's so good. Come here, buddy. Oh, you didn't get one tap. I'm just concerned about the ships, dude. In there. Oh wait, oh dude. Oh dude, oh dude, oh I'm dead. I killed the, okay, I killed him with the cannon. There. Oh, the ship. Oh, it gets stuck. Yes. Wait, that's actually so perfect. Do. No. It's just too low. I don't have any blocks on me. Not a single block to move it up. That's actually crazy. That'll do it. Nope. This'll do it. No. Dude, how do I hit this thing? Bro. All right, he's almost dead. Let me just come out of my hiding hole. Oh my, this is so cool, bro. Fighting him in this setting. Whoa, I came close. There we go. Bam. Alright, so I'm going to get another summon and spawn one more. And hopefully angle the cannons right this time. We'll see if we can. So let's just spawn a blood moon. Bro, it's crazy. The blood moons just feed themselves. I get a blood tier every time I do a blood moon. So I just have infinite blood moons whenever I want. Got clowns coming. I hate this mob so much. Look at him. Whoa! Oh, I was too close to the ground. Okay. He heard me, bro. Maybe I should do some blood moon fishing. My thing is, I don't even know what you can get. Like, I've never really done a hard mode blood moon with fishing. I kind of did one time ever, but not really. So I don't even know what can spawn. Like, I know there's an eel. I guess there's a squid. And then there's like a shark boss. And then there's Dread Nautilus. And my experience with fighting all of those guys is basically never. But other than Dread Nautilus, I don't know if they can even drop good drops. Like, I want the sanguine staff, whatever the flip it's called. But I don't think I can kill Dread Nautilus, bro. I don't think I can. Let's just see what the easier guys drop. Hopefully I don't fish up Dread Nautilus. I just realized there's no way to tell which one you're going to fish up, right? You just fish up a random one. The giant boss or, you know, hopefully an easier one. Alright, so let's just throw some chumminess in the water. And I think you just throw your pole in there. And I genuinely think like a hard mob's gonna spawn. Yup. Oh my, this is one of the hardest, most deadly looking mobs. I don't know what he drops at all. I couldn't even tell you. Whoa, he turns quick. Oh man, I can't even kill a wyvern. I can't kill him. I can't kill him. Please, 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 please. I'm just gonna hit the dash. Shula Cthulhu is going to save my life right here if I live. Where'd it go? How did it even get above me? It's doing circles. Oh, okay. I wonder if the boat's good enough to dodge it. That answered my question. Dude, he curves like no other. I'm hoping to get an easier dude, like maybe the guy who can't really swim. Or I guess they can all swim. Oh wait, these guys are too easy. And he's probably gonna kill me still. Yeah, I don't care about you. But oh, he gave me chum. Oh my gosh, I'm taking so much damage. Still got some chum here. Don't be an eel, dude. Don't be an eel that comes out. Don't be Dread Nautilus either. Actually, I'm fine with an eel. Oh my gosh. Worst case scenario. Maybe we can kill him. We do have a good gun. I'm already one tap, bro. Yo! Chill. I got speed on my side, baby. No, I'm just kidding. This is the slowest weapon ever. He's doing something. Oh, he's the one that spawns the blood squids. They aren't their own enemies. They're mini boss enemies. Dude, yeah. Yo, fighting him is gonna be interesting. Whew. Man, I don't know. I might have to fight a mech first before I can beat him. I mean, if I had armor. But even then, dude. Oh, it's over. Alright. Alright, this right here looks pretty good. For killing the ship. This would hit the first one. This would hit the second one and third and maybe fourth. This might hit the fourth one too. As long as he comes from the left side. And if he doesn't, then I'm cut, I guess. The whole plan's ruined. Okay, ship's here. He gets stuck, same spot. Oh, this is all four. Oh, that's so good. What about this one? Just two. Look at that, dude. And now we can just kill him instantly. Yup. That means another one will spawn, no? Get in the boat. Yo. Excuse me. I didn't really know this did contact damage. Oh, we got 3 pirates. Oh my. It's crazy how one guy can be that strong. Like, this is a hard mode weapon. And it takes 17 shots to kill him. Like, damn. For real? And no knockback? Also, I'm probably going to put banners under this mushroom. All of them. Just any invasion. I'm thinking last changes to make is we move the on and off switch to the middle of the mushroom. That's a fair thing to do. And then I think we're pretty much good on this arena. So I have some more ideas, some pretty fat ideas, if you will. But all of them would require like massive work. So I'm going to save it for an entire video. And I'm just going to end this one right here. So yeah. I think getting the pirate invasion like arena sorted first is actually the most underrated thing to do in the universe. I didn't do that accidentally. It was very purposeful because this arena is going to allow us to remove any pirate invasion pretty quick now. But if I didn't have this around, when I'm working on anything in hard mode, if a pirate invasion comes and I didn't adjust the arena to work on the pirates, they would be a big problem. So now we have banners for all of them. And we have this arena working. We could take it out in like, at least, you know, something like 2 minutes or less. So that's cool. And the next big thing is going to start next episode. So see you there.